My name is Deniro Umaroti. I'm an associate professor of computer engineering in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Obafemi Awolowo University here in Nigeria. And I am working in the area of pervasive and mobile computing. My research area is majorly using computing devices to in mobility, in precision agriculture, and also animal tracking. So I'm also into mobile application usage and using mobile sensor network in different applications environments. CS4HSOAU came through. We already have a program partnership with Google. We've run through training for students on Google mobile application development, where we trained students on how to develop applications using mobile links or using mobile tools. So the Google team that we work with, that we partner with, sent me a link about CS4HS, since we have done a few trainings together, and so that is how we came about CS4HS, and we applied for the program, and fortunately we were taken. What we conceived was a program that will, because CS4HS is primarily for teachers of high schools, and we have already been training university undergraduates and high school students, and so we've been looking and focusing more on students, but the program, with the program we wanted to focus on the IT teachers, and so our proposal basically was to train the IT teachers in a concept that we called maybe train the trainer concept, where we put together a few set of IT teachers to train them on how to use IT mobile tools to develop apps that can be used in the classroom, develop apps that they can use to assist them in the teaching of their courses. So we conceptualized a program that, since the government of Osun State, where we are already moving towards asking students to use mobile devices that they call Docoimo, we conceptualized a program that will take advantage of that by developing apps that the student can have on their tablets for further use, and we need to train the teachers so that the teachers can put this knowledge in the hands of the students. That's really our idea. Yeah, well, I didn't do it alone. I have a few set of dedicated teams that I'm working with. We have students that I've trained that become instructors in computing, and they are software developers. So we come together, and since we have been doing the training for the students, we just adopted the program that we have for training for the students. But we knew that the staff may not be, it may not be easy for us to put together the extended training that we have for students, because for the students we do about 6 weeks training on different mobile application tools on Android platform. So for the teachers, we have to look for a tool that is easy to learn, and fortunately Google has some apps inventor that we were able to adopt to suit the short time frame that we have. But unlike most of the CS4HS program that we've come around and we've seen, look in different places, we had to do a 2 weeks program rather than just a 1 week program. So we needed to extend the period for the training. Yeah, there were several challenges. The challenges of that is common with a third world country, the challenges of power, the challenges of also having the right quality of teachers to train, and the motivation for the teachers as well. So we had to give them a lot of support for them to be motivated. We were able to provide lunch for them because we had them for the entire day from morning till evening. So we had to provide lunch, we had to provide tea breaks, and also to motivate them from their place of work. So we had challenges of also power, we have challenges of resources like the computing tools that the teachers have to work with. So there were several challenges. Yeah, as coordinator of the program, I'm quite happy and quite pleased with what we were able to accomplish, given the time that we had. We wanted a pure computer science audience as teachers. We got a bit. There were teachers that has a first degree in physics, mathematics and biology that are also teaching computing, and they were able to give a good account of themselves, though initially it was rough. I'm happy that we were able to achieve the kind of level of commitment that we got eventually from the teachers, and the project that they presented shows that they were able to master the concept that we were giving them in a short period of time. So I'm quite pleased with what we're able to do. It gives us hope that given more support and opportunity, we can do more. We'd like to do it again, certainly, yes, and because we're encouraged by the results that we've done some follow-up on some of the people that we've trained, and we are quite encouraged with what they are doing, and with more support. And we would like to also, what we promise them, that we'll be there with them, supporting them, and some of the programs we've done subsequently, we've been inviting them. So we would like to do it again because we were able to reach 3 local governments in the state out of about 30 local governments. So we're looking forward to expanding to other local governments that we were not able to reach. So we'll definitely like to do it again. Since after the event, we've had a few interactions with the participants, and personally I was happy that we were able to get a little bit of gender balance in the program, and female participants were very up and doing during the program, and they gave a good account of themselves, and we've had a few follow-ups with them, and we've been able to see that we given the support, they can do a lot more in that field. Thank Google, CS4HS for the support, and we believe in now, we hope that we'll be able to get more support from them. And I also want to put on record my deep, sincere appreciation for my team for the good job they did. Even all the time, I mean, I had so many other things that I was doing, so in my absence, they were able to hold forth and keep the program going. Thank you very much.
So I actually have written a lot of projects, worked on a lot of projects, and I've deployed a lot of them. Some of them are running as a service now. Even some banks are using it. Even there's a bank in Ghana that is using my service at the moment. So several others like that. So I also work on the result collection application for a political party. Several of them, just to mention a few. Well, to me, when I got the invitation, this is what I enjoyed doing. And when I got it, I was so happy because it's another avenue for me to actually express myself and then impact other people. I also preach this message of we can do it in Nigeria. That was one of the things that I get to my mind when I got the invitation. So I really feel very privileged to actually be partakers, one of the partakers of this, Okay, well, in the training, I was one of the facilitators. The first session I took, that was when I actually introduced them to the world of computing. That's making them understand what the program is at first. Because we're looking at secondary school teachers, so we needed to even introduce programs to them. So we tell them the program, the way it runs on the mobile phone, and all those things. Just introduce them to what they use on a daily basis that they might not know. So and they get to appreciate it. So that was the first part. Then the other part actually took them some of the importance and the business aspect of this whole software thing. We really enjoyed it. That's a very big leap. Teaching a program like this for secondary school students is a very, very big achievement. Because back in those days when you don't, when you're living in the secondary school, all you have in your mind is I want to be a medical doctor or a lawyer or maybe an engineer. You don't even know anything about what a computer scientist is. You don't know who a programmer is. But now, with the introduction of this to secondary school students, they have other options. They have some other things to choose from. A lot of them are very creative and they're looking for a way to actually utilize this to create some other stuff. But from the few options they actually know about their school, they may not be able to pick the one that actually suits them. But with the introduction of computer science or this programming thing to secondary school students, has given them one more option to choose from. And I think with that, we're going to make sure things are working well. She called me, she said, wow, I just got this thing working. I said, wow, okay, that's the first step. Keep doing it. So a woman. Well, overall goal of the events, for that period, yes. Now the follow-up on that, I mean the aftermath, because the result cannot be determined at that point, is the way it goes after the training that we can use to measure the success of the introduction of the program. So, but I think from what the teachers put together, they were trying to create a club, software club, and that's one of the achievements I think these programmers dropped in their heart. So, to me, I think the program has really achieved a lot. I mean, in terms of dropping that consciousness in the heart of these people to make sure they can actually continue the project even without us partaking in it. I think that's one of the achievements. And personally, I feel very fulfilled because I've just imparted a few lives. I mean, it was just 15 people. I'm sure some other persons can do several, and cumulatively, a very large number. We're starting from somewhere. We know where to go from. I want to say thank you to the organizers of CS4HSOAU, the sponsors. That's a very great thing to do to secondary school students. We may not know the effect now, but in the future, we will know that they actually impacting to the life of future presidents, future leaders, future engineers.
It's okay, because you're hard of range. You are okay. So, but this is still over, right? So, sorry, if you use 3 out of the 4, then let me see that. No, if you use all of them, let me see that, of course. Okay, 5 of them, use 5 of them then. 5, okay. 5 of them then. I used. I think you know more than I.
That's why you see many apps, for instance, for those that are using Android phones in Nigeria, if you look at phones now, if you take up your phone, you see adverts. When you see adverts, you won't see adverts that are based in the US. Maybe buy a car in the US now or something. You won't find that advert on your phone. Not because the app was not necessarily made in Nigeria. You can find adverts like Airtel is doing a bonanza and stuff like that. But the maker of the app does not even know Airtel. The maker of the app can be somewhere in Brazil. But because he has location information, he can know the location of the owner of the phone and he can put information that is relevant to the owner of the phone. So that's not it's probably one of the most important feature when developing app, because you want to build apps that people can use, that people can relate to. For instance, there are apps that, depending on where you are, the language in the app can be changed. If the app takes that, for instance, you are in France now, because the same app, when you carry it to France, it automatically changes the language to French, because it believes that you are a French person or something. Then when you come to maybe England or something, the app switches to English. You don't necessarily have to change the language manually by yourself.
So I'll delete for this logic. Let me go from that. So I can edit. What I have so far is the variables that contain the username and the password and import the event handler.
The screen can increase, adjust itself. So if we make it not scrollable, and we come back to the picture and see 3 parents now. Since the screen cannot scroll, and we have told the height to be just the height of the screen, the picture will always be the width. We always take the whole of the width and the whole of the height of the screen. It won't take more than that, and it won't take less than that. So now we'll be able to add a picture to our application. So I think we should try to run this in the emulator to see it. So I'll start the AI.
At the app inventor that we used, I was touched that you could play around with something so small and yet you are doing something big. So I was great. So App Inventor provided a means of having to code little things, but yet you have done something big, like the locator sensor. I mean, where you have to it will get the GPS. I mean, GPS coordinate.
One thing I enjoyed, one thing that caught my attention from the start of the program is the nature of the tutorial.
I can build an application for myself, and not only that, I can even teach others.
Yes, they have really done well for bringing this kind of program to Africa.